This eon is marked by the evolution of eukaryotes, cells with a nucleus, and the first multicellular organisms culminating in the Ediacaran biota. Charnia, a frond-like Ediacaran organism notable for its fractal growth pattern. Its biological affinity is uncertain, but it's one of the most famous examples of the Ediacaran biota. Grypania spiralis, a coiled ribbon-like macrofossil, often considered one of the oldest known eukaryotic algae or a giant bacterium, dating back as far as 2.1 billion years. Sprigina, an Ediacaran organism that may be one of the earliest animals, metazoa. Possibly an ancestor to arthropods like trilobites, distinguished by its segmented body and possible head shield. Kimberella, a soft-bodied organism with a dorsal shell-like structure and a muscular foot, suggesting it was an early mollusk or related to them. Rangia, another frond-like organism of the Ediacaran biota, related to Charnia, and part of the enigmatic group called the rangiomorphs. Cambrian period, 541 to 485 million years ago. The Cambrian explosion saw the rapid diversification of most major animal body plans. Nectocaris, a small, flattened, kite-shaped organism with a funnel and 2 tentacles, initially enigmatic but now widely considered one of the earliest known cephalopods, a group that includes modern squid and octopus. Omnidans, a large worm-like organism from the early to Middle Cambrian, primarily known from its massive ring-shaped mouthparts pharynx, indicating it was a significant predator or scavenger. Devonian period, 419 to 359 million years ago. Known as the Age of Fishes, this period also saw the first significant diversification of land plants and the rise of amphibians. Jacalopterus, an extinct genus of giant eurypterid, sea scorpions. J. rhenaniae is one of the largest known arthropods ever, estimated to have reached up to 2.5 meters in length. Xenocanthus, an extinct genus of freshwater sharks, characterized by a unique spine projecting backward from the head and a distinct eel-like body shape. Calamophyton, an early genus of shrub-like extinct woody plants, considered one of the earliest known true trees, marking a significant step in the colonization of land by vascular plants. Elkinsia, an early seed fern, representing one of the earliest seed-bearing plants, spermatophytes, which were a crucial step in plant evolution. Carboniferous period, 359 to 299 million years ago. This period is famous for its vast swamp forests that produced the coal deposits and the evolution of large terrestrial arthropods and early reptiles. Megarachne, a genus of giant, extinct arthropods. Despite its name, which means great spider, it was actually a large eurypterid, though later fossils suggest it was an arachnid, possibly a large whip scorpion. Idestus, an extinct genus of bizarre cartilaginous fish, sometimes called scissor-toothed sharks, recognized by its unique single rows of non-shedding curved teeth forming large arches in the center of the jaw. Permian period, 299 to 252 million years ago. The final period of the Paleozoic era, characterized by the supercontinent Pangaea and the rise of the synapsids, ancestors of mammals, before the devastating Permian-Triassic extinction event. Eriops, a genus of large crocodile-like extinct amphibians known for their robust skeletons and broad flattened skulls. Diplocaulus, an extinct genus of unusual amphibians characterized by its boomerang-shaped head formed by 2 long projections from the back of its skull. Triassic period, 252 to 201 million years ago. The first period of the Mesozoic era following the mass extinction, marked by the recovery of life and the evolution of early dinosaurs, marine reptiles, and mammal-like reptiles. Atopodentatus, an early marine reptile with an unusual downturned snout and zipper-like teeth, initially thought to be a filter feeder, later interpreted as a herbivore that grazed on substrate vegetation. Herrerasaurus, one of the earliest known dinosaurs, a basal sauropodomorph or theropod, providing insight into the early evolution of the dinosaur lineage. Postosuchus, a large apex predator of the late Triassic, part of the Crustacea group, which includes the ancestors of modern crocodiles. It was once thought to be a dinosaur. Placerius, a large, bulky herbivorous synapsid, part of the group Dicynodonts, one of the few large synapsids to survive the Permian extinction, resembling a large pig with tusks. Thrinaxodon, a genus of small, mammal-like reptile, cynodont, that survived the Permian-Triassic extinction. It shows advanced features suggesting it was warm-blooded and possessed whiskers. Jurassic period, 201 to 145 million years ago. The Golden Age of dinosaurs, characterized by giant sauropods, large carnivorous theropods, and the evolution of the first birds. Metriacanthosaurus, a genus of theropod dinosaur, a mid-sized carnivore whose remains help map the diversity of meat-eaters in the Middle to Late Jurassic. Diplodocus, one of the longest and most recognizable sauropod dinosaurs, characterized by its very long neck and tail and peg-like teeth. Cretaceous period, 145 to 66 million years ago. The last period of the Mesozoic era, ending with the KPG extinction event. It saw the diversification of flowering plants and the reign of iconic dinosaurs. Pteranodon, a large pterosaur, flying reptile, distinguished by its toothless beak and prominent cranial crest. Carnotaurus, a large predatory theropod dinosaur from South America, unique for its deep skull and two distinct horns above its eyes. Saltosaurus, a genus of titanosaur sauropod, notable for being one of the first sauropods found with armored plates, osteoderms, embedded in its skin. Nigersaurus, a sauropod dinosaur with a very broad snout and over 500 small teeth, adapted to graze on low-lying vegetation. Paleogene period, 66 to 23 million years ago, the first period of the Cenozoic era, age of mammals, following the extinction of the non-avian dinosaurs marked by the rapid diversification and gigantism of mammals. Brontotherium, Megacerops, a massive extinct mammal belonging to the Brontotheridae family, resembling a rhinoceros with a large, bony, Y-shaped horn on its snout. Uintatherium, a large herbivorous mammal with 6 bony horn-like knobs, ossicones, on its skull, a prominent example of Eocene megafauna. Dorudon and Protocetus, early, extinct genera of whales, cetaceans. Protocetus still had hind limbs, while Dorudon was more streamlined and aquatic, showing the transition from land-dwelling mammals to fully aquatic forms. Otodus, a genus of giant mackerel sharks, most famously including the ancestor of the megatoothed shark Harcorocles megalodon. Hyenodon, a genus of predatory mammals belonging to the extinct order Hyenodonta, known for their large skulls and sharp carnassial teeth. Pelagornis, an extinct genus of seabirds, notable for their gigantic size and having bony pseudoteeth in their beaks. Neogene period, 23 to 2.58 million years ago. This period saw the further evolution of mammals and birds, the rise of grasslands, and the diversification of early hominins. Gomphotherium, an extinct proboscidean, elephant relative with 4 tusks, 2 on the upper jaw and 2 on the elongated lower jaw, representing a side branch of elephant evolution. Hipparion, a genus of extinct 3-toed horses, much smaller than modern horses, which was widespread across the Old and New Worlds. Thalassocnus, an extinct genus of giant ground sloths from South America, notable for adapting to a semi-aquatic marine lifestyle feeding on seaweed and seagrass. Toxodon, a large extinct South American hoofed mammal, resembling a giant rhinoceros or hippopotamus, known to have coexisted with early humans.